Well, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with thanks. I would like to thank, first of all, the team from PCG Academia, led by Łukasz for the organization of this conference. It was excellent. Thank you so much. I would like to thank all the moderators, panelists present at the conference, the audience, all of you who have stayed with us, Marcin Witkowski, who facilitated or ran the whole conference, thank you. And of course, we would like to have more, so I would like to invite you to the 10th Jubilee edition of Lumen next year. Ladies and gentlemen, we started with finances and the postulate, evergreen postulate, that Poland is in the group of countries in the European Union having the lowest percentage of the GDP allocated to higher education. Well, it's like the permanent postulate. Katarzyna has to be destroyed. Hopefully, the spending will be increased, but not much has happened in this respect for decades already. Now, during the last session, we've seen that the Polish budget is not the only source of finance. We have the central funds, regional funds. Of course, these are the grants that you have to apply for. The good news is that the money is available. It's good that there is competition. Well, we are a little bit sorry that the amount is not as big as previously, but still, this is quite a lot of money that can contribute to transformation of the Polish higher education system. Looking at yesterday, well, the first session was like a summary of the 5 years after the law 2.0 was implemented. And there are the following conclusions. In organizations like universities, changes take place gradually. So the revolution in midterm wouldn't be something desirable. However, relatively soon, those elements that were implemented in the last 2 years have to be removed. Like, scoring of magazines at science and nature level. This is something that deforms the system, deforms the funding, and actually undermines functioning of the system. So probably these will be corrected. Ladies and gentlemen, during the discussion, the rectors have emphasized that many concepts that were included in the law are good, like in the area of governance, councils of universities, moving away from the key role of the senates in the decision-making process, strengthening the position of rectors, the system of scientific evaluation and parameterization, focusing on disciplines rather than other factors. So many things like that have been mentioned. And the general conclusion is that each public policy needs to be improved and corrected. And we have to work in accordance with this logic. So some corrections will definitely be implemented in the coming 2 or 3 years and then over the evaluation period. So this is the first thing that I wanted to mention. The second international thing that we've had during the panel discussion. Well, it's a look from outside to the Polish universities. And, well, both as far as the education and science missions are concerned, unfortunately, we are moving away from the leading universities, like, well, in accordance with the Times Higher Education measures, etc., rankings. But as compared to the average, the first 1,000 universities, we seem to be moving ahead. Considering our financial situation, this is not the worst possible result. We would like it to be even better, but, well. As for the third part of the mission, cooperation with the business, innovation, patent rights, well, we've had positive examples here. Rector Jarosław Górniak showed the increase in the number of patents, but generally, if we take a look at the ranking of Poland in innovation, well, we're not advancing. We are moving down. The third panel discussion and the gala was the illustration of this bridge of cooperation being built with Ukrainian universities. Hopefully, they will become a permanent part of Lumen conference, and hopefully they will also participate in handing over of the diplomas at the Times Higher Education, because thanks to that, we're building the cooperation for the entire higher education system, because it's not only about the universities, it's also about companies dealing with management, consulting, where we can provide assistance, support, and experience for Ukraine.
And now the conclusions of after today's debate. Well, life is at the very bottom of it. It's we should not see only an overview from the bird's eye level, or these pro-rectoral silos, as we call it. The most dynamic changes go on on the operational level. It's where the deep processes go on, transformations related to the science, to education, to research, introduction of IT systems, and transition into e-documentation. All that goes on amidst the cooperation between all sorts of sectors and entities, and you could see it all from different perspectives yesterday and today. I think that one of the fundamental driving forces of this great change is technology. And technology, we cannot ignore the social and cultural and awareness aspects of it, but because our community and this ecosystem wants this transformation. But the quickly emerging challenges, like the recent 2 years and the expansion, mushrooming of these local technologies, being the response to challenges related to the necessity to switch into the electronic documentation, or the AI challenges. We know it for some time already, but now suddenly it's been commercialized, spread all over the world, and soon we will have to work inside this AI closed system. The business is already doing it, and we will have to do it also quite soon. So this is why I am happy that we have managed to meet here, to come back, that we came back to the real life, to real personal meetings. And this was a good opportunity for us to meet, to have some fun together. It was a great pleasure, really. And I promise, Łukasz, I am not sure if you will not be cross with me, but we will try to be even better by the 10th edition. We will invent some more things just to give you satisfaction, inspiration, and good time. For now, thank you very much for your attention, participation, and I invite you to the 10th edition of this conference. Thank you, Professor.